I used to think that self-improvement was the answer to everything. If you just woke up earlier, pushed harder, and worked more, that you'd finally feel better. But no one talks about the downside that comes along with these things. The first of these ideas I like to call the illusion of progress. Now, in self-improvement, there's the idea that the grind, working really, really hard, will always help you level up, make you a better person, and maybe become that perfect version of yourself. And it all starts with ideas like waking up at 5 a.m., taking cold showers, journaling, meditating, etc. But doing these things alone doesn't make you better. Take the example of waking up at 5 a.m. If you wake up at 5 a.m., you could just scroll through TikTok for 2 hours, and that's not making you a better person or putting you ahead of anyone. All it's doing is changing the time that you sleep. The improvement part comes with what you do with that extra time. So if you wake up at 5 and knock out all of your work for the day, now you're ahead in that time. But it still doesn't make you better or worse than anyone else. Yet we start to treat it like a competition, like what we're doing makes us superior than everyone, and it becomes less of trying to improve yourself and more of making yourself feel better than other people. That's not improvement, that's ego dressed as self-discipline. The second thing is toxic productivity. Eventually, it stops being about growth and turns into guilt. You take a break and you feel guilty. You rest and you feel like you're falling behind. And eventually, productivity stops being a tool that you use and it starts controlling you. Every second has to be maximized. Every task has to be done efficiently, and you have to work to earn your breaks. And if you don't do enough in a day, you feel like you're not enough. And that's when you know something has to be wrong. Because real growth doesn't make you hate yourself, and real discipline doesn't make you feel like a failure at every breath you take. You tell yourself it's about getting better, but it's really about not feeling worthless. And that's the scary part. Productivity becomes your identity. If you're not working, if you're not grinding, then who are you? Then you start chasing checklists and streaks to prove to yourself that you're doing okay. Not because it's meaningful, but because stopping feels like failure. And so the cycle continues. More habits, more effort, more pressure. And still the same empty feeling underneath it all. The third thing that no one talks about is comparison and isolation. When you look around yourself, you feel like everybody has it figured out. The guy who goes for a 10K run every day, the girl with the 4 a.m. gym selfies every single morning, and you start to wonder if you're the only one struggling to keep up. You're not. Most people are too busy trying to make it look like they're improving than actually realize how exhausted they are. Self-improvement becomes a lonely game, one where you feel like you're always behind, even if you're doing more than you could imagine. So the answer isn't to do more. It's about asking yourself why you're doing it in the first place. Are you chasing habits to grow or to prove that you're not lazy? Are you chasing goals that you care about or just ones that look impressive? Most people don't need a stricter routine. They need a better reason. Growth isn't about control. It's about connection to yourself, your values, and your life. And sometimes the best form of improvement is learning how to not hate yourself when you're still. Most people don't need more habits. They need more honesty. Stop performing progress. Start living intention. These are my thoughts on the downsides of self-improvement. If you have anything you want to add, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if this helped.